Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and we're back with another one of the variegated bracelets. This time it is pattern number 99643 on friendshipbracelets.net. And if you're interested, the Kumi is 1047. Wow. Struggling to get that out. By the way, I love the Kumi on this one. I think it's really spectacular. I almost hate when the Kumi kind of outshines the bracelet, but yeah, this one was a lot of fun to make. It's relatively easy. The only thing I can say that I did a lot of manipulating for, okay, first off, if you don't use the variegated floss and you just go with two solids, super simple. You can keep it real straightforward, easy. Because it was variegated floss, and because the greens change quite a bit from the very, very light to a very dark green, I tried to make sure that the two chevrons, one facing upwards and the one facing downwards, kind of matched when they came together. Because if one side is dark and the other side's light, again, it kind of gives away the magic that is variegated floss. But because there are three strands on either side, and the way that they kind of cross each other, you can use a left and right knot or a right left knot to switch out strings to get the right combination to come together to kind of hide the fact that it is coming from different sides. It makes it look like it came around the corner, going first coming down and then going up, which we know that you can't do with the string, right? But we can give the illusions by getting the right strings in the right place, really kind of balance it out. As a result, it's kind of also used the strings really evenly because I wasn't using one primary string to just do the larger bits of it. They were getting changed around, I guess, adequately, I don't know. I mean, it really kind of worked out, and I was really kind of happy that it did. It took me a little bit more than an hour because at some point trying to segment knot, I guess I thought I was in a different part of the pattern and I made a mistake and I had to take out several knots. If that hadn't been the case, I think I would have been actually less than 1 full hour to have made this bracelet because it comes together relatively easy. But yeah, that's what happens when you think you're doing awesome and oops. But that's okay. It was a learning moment for me to remind me that, trying to get ahead and trying to be kind of clever about this doesn't always pay off. Like, really just pay attention to what you're doing and you'll save time. So, and it's an easy, simple concept. It's something that I honestly, I know. However, occasionally you need the reminder. You need to remember that undoing knots takes longer than, slow and steady and doing the right things. So there you go. I'm kind of thinking it's coming up real soon too. You might actually see where it is. Oh no, it's on the side of one of the diamond things enough. But yeah, okay. What else was I going to tell you guys about? Oh yeah, again, string length was all pretty even, pretty okay. Again, I cut my strings in thirds, so even if something is used a lot, some of the black actually got used a lot more. Now, because I wasn't changing directions with the black strings, certain ones get longer, rows attached to it. So actually some of the black strings were actually used more. Usually it's the string that you kind of focus on, like here, that's the green that is sort of the star of the show. But the background color, doing large areas, somehow used up some of those strands a bit longer. like I said though, I cut my strings in thirds, so it really doesn't affect me too much as long as I keep the bracelet within the template size. I worked out like how big can I work it all into and use these type of strings and end up with a bracelet that's pretty suitable for most wrists. So I created a template for myself. It's based on my string though, so you have to kind of build your templates yourself. I've made templates over on my website that you can use. They go rather long. It's made so that way you can figure out how many knots you want to go until your center point, and then you flip it and you have your own template. It's a real easy way to just kind of balance and center a pattern, or come up with your own patterns, or work out a pattern for something that you've seen online. Perhaps you're scrolling through Instagram and you see one and you're like, wow, I really like that. Having a template that you can kind of go to, work it all out, and you'll stop having to ask people what's the pattern number, because you will be making your own patterns. And I find that they're a lot easier to read with my template setup, with the way I have it, that rather than any of the website stuff. On the website stuff, the spaces are really far apart. You can't really see the overall bigger picture. Because mine kind of comes together nicely, you can see the pattern, so you can kind of see where you're going to segment knot. You can see the things. Hang on, I'm going to forget if I don't do this. Thank you to my YouTube members for making this possible. I really enjoy showing you guys what's going on with the bracelets that I make, and coming up with new patterns and designs, and centering it and showing you how to make them. I don't know what I would do with my time if I wasn't working so hard with this. So thank you guys so much for that. I kind of want to teach people how to be able to just take a photo or the image of the pattern and work it out for themselves. Like that's kind of one of the key things of this whole channel is that. The other thing is I like to show how to make other things than just bracelets with the knots. Although I can't do that on the dailies because it really takes so much time to make it a bigger projects like I do. So this is kind of like supplements into the bigger picture of making some really cool crafted bags and things. So yeah, if you want to see that stuff, like look at the advanced playlist, or probably that's probably where most of the bag stuff is. There might be some under intermediate, I think, maybe, but I think that's where it is. Or if you want to see how to do like a really cool base for a bag, check out the live stream 195 and 196. I did a bag that's 224 strings around, and then made the base look almost like a kaleidoscope. It's really cool. It's got a little spiral in the middle. It was pretty neat. It was a lot of fun. And I did that in real time. So instead of going really fast or whatever, you can actually watch how it's done. And if you worked out a bag of a similar size, you could follow it exactly the way I did it. And you would have something pretty cool. Mind you, I get it. 224 strings is a pretty big project. You're talking something that's going to take a week, 2 weeks, something. It took a little while. I didn't do them all on live streams. So I wanted to get it done because I've been using that pattern a lot. But it takes a little bit to do that one. Well, yeah, I can't say how many hours went into it, but it went kind of quick. A couple live streams and a few days on my own. Mind you, though, I got used to the pattern. I got in a flow, I don't want to make it seem like it's too. Anyways, back to this. I think we're getting towards the end here. I'm pretty sure that is. Yeah. So, again, thanks for hanging out with me. If you haven't already, hit the like button, and yeah, as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.